Hey Abby,
Hi.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Doing just okay? Anything happen? Anything special happened in the last week?
Yes, actually. So last meeting we were talking about our goals, and I said how I didn't want to have any more absences on my record. So I was able to make it to all my classes, but I was tardy to four of them.
Okay. Well, congratulations. That's amazing. I am genuinely so happy and so proud for you. That's to go from, quite a few absences to literally zero. That is leaps and bounds. So I'm so proud, so happy for you. Um, For today, for our little session, we're going to last about 7 minutes. I'm going to send you back to class.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit more about your background, and then we're also going to get a little bit more into that goal you made last week because I really just want to focus on that a little bit because that is truly amazing. So last week we did talk about your family. You said that you lived with your mom and your sister, had a close relationship with your mom and your sister, both of them, that your parents were separated. You've been dealing with a couple anger issues, but you've been talking to your mom and getting help with your mom for that. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I just wasn't forgetting anything. I would like to talk a little bit more about your other support systems, other relationships you have. If you have any friends, I would like to talk a little bit about them.
Okay, yes. So I have two friends, Morgan Horine and Joe Belucio.
Okay.
Morgan I've been friends with since the beginning of high school, and then Job, he was a transfer student, so we met up this year.
Okay, fantastic. And do you have any clubs that you do in common with them? Maybe like a sport or any extracurricular?
I actually do color guard with the marching band, and then Morgan does that with me as well.
Okay. And with your color guard team and with your marching band team, do you guys get along well? Is there some issues? Do you have like acquaintances in that area?
I would say I'm definitely acquaintances with all the girls on the color guard team. We do occasionally have some like spats, but they get resolved pretty quickly.
Okay, definitely sounds good. What other type of school activities do you do?
I don't do any other activities, but I am looking into joining the yearbook club.
Okay, yoga club. I know that Miss Schmeltz actually runs that, so I think you guys would actually get along great. So I would like to see you try to pursue that if that's something you'd be interested in. Do you do anything outside of school? Maybe some employment, maybe, or maybe you babysit, take care of your family members. What does that look like?
So usually on the weekends, I will look after my nephews and my cousins, because we're a lot closer to my mom's side of the family, and I get to see them now, and I'm very happy to see them, so I get to watch them whenever I want to.
That's great. It's very nice of you to watch, nephews and cousins. Would you guys say that, or would you say that you and your nephews and cousins have a good relationship, or what does that look like?
I would definitely say yes. I love kids. I love just like kids.
Right. I feel that. Looking out after high school, we can talk a little bit about after high school plans. Since you love kids so much, is that something, a career goal for you, or maybe a family goal for you, or what does that look like?
I'm thinking it's more of a family goal for me, but I'm keeping my options open right now.
Okay. Definitely, you're young, nothing to worry about now, obviously. Do you have any type of church you go to or some type of community center, or are you kind of stay away from that?
I kind of stay away from those. I'm usually busy, like watching after my cousins and stuff, so I kind of act as a babysitter.
Right. Makes sense, if you would be busy very often, that I'm sorry about that. It makes sense that if you're busy very often that you would struggle to find time for elsewhere. I am going to go ahead and pivot to our goal setting for last week and talking about that, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
All right. So you mentioned that you had 0 absences, which is fantastic. But you said fall toadies this
Yes.
week. Okay. Just want to make sure I got that number right. That again is fantastic. I'm so happy. What do you think are some factors that made you tardy those 4 times?
For 2 of them, I missed the bus, so I was a little late showing up to school. And then the other 2 of them, I was having some problems waking myself up in the morning.
Okay. So in the morning, is it just you and your sister at home? Is your mom gone in the mornings?
Our mom is usually gone in the mornings, and then my sister is also in another club. So she wakes up earlier than I do to go to school. So it's kind of on my own shoulders to get myself up and ready.
Right. That definitely feels like a big responsibility to have, having nobody else in the home. I'm thinking about potentially some goals for next week. If you would like to meet again, personally, I would like to continue our weekly sessions. I enjoy them a lot, and I like getting to know you. Would you be willing to meet next week?
Yes.
Okay, and let's try to think about some goals for next week to talk about.
I think I've kind of overcome the hurdle of actually showing up to class. I think I need to kind of focus in more on not having any more tardies.
Okay. Let's go ahead and specify that a little bit more. Do you want 0 tardies, or would you like 1, 2? What are we looking at here?
I would like to try for 0 tardies.
0 tardies. Okay. And what steps are you going to take in place to make sure that happens?
I'm going to start seeing if my sister can wake me up before she leaves for her club activities. And maybe I can go to school early with her and talk to maybe the photography professor, see if I could do extra work at the beginning of school or something like that.
Definitely. That sounds like a very good goal. What time do you usually go to bed at night?
I have gotten better with that. I used to go to bed around 1 or 2, but now it's been a little easier to get to bed, so it's been around 11 or 12.
Okay. So currently, let me see if I got this right. Currently, it's 11 or 12, and that's an improvement from how it used to be, which was 1 or 2.
Yes.
That's correct? Okay. Well, good job. That's fantastic. All right. I think that's all I got, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Me too.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.